guys, I'm Nikki. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the case of Julian Hernandez, who was kidnapped by his own father and taken away for 13 years, but was found. So this is really going to be a twist. Kind of wanted to give a positive video out that missing people can be found. So if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. Press a like on the video right now for me, and join me in solving some mysteries of these missing people. So let's get right to the case of Julian Hernandez. Julian Hernandez was living in Alabama with his mother and father when one day his mother came home and found a note from Bobby, his father, saying him and Julian were going fishing and he was never seen again. He proceeded to move Julian to Ohio, Cleveland to be specific, and changed both of their identities. He remarried, had a daughter, and raised Julian. All this time, Julian's mother was looking for him. The National Center for Missing Children was doing age-progressed pictures of him. This was a long search. She never gave up. She knew that he had taken him, but she could not track him down. Julian proceeds to be a successful student, have a really good life. His dad raised him right, supposedly, apparently, and he is going to go to college. And he goes to apply for financial aid, and he cannot find his Social Security card. So him and the high school counselor begin to try to figure out why his Social Security number keeps coming back invalid, and proceeds to find him on the missing and endangered list of children, and really he just freaks out. He has no idea that he had been missing for 13 years. His dad eventually was arrested and charged with kidnapping, forgery, tampering with records, and all kinds of things. So this ended up being, and he was reunited with his mother. But this is a really interesting twist. His dad pleads guilty and ends up getting 4 years, only 4 years, for kidnapping this boy for 13 years. And it really does give parents like, okay, well, if you steal your kid from the other biological parent, it puts it out there like, oh, well, it's okay, you're only going to get 4 years. Literally, this mother went 13 years without this baby, not being able to enjoy him, and 4 years is ridiculously stupid. But the son, Julian, went to court and literally was begging for his father not to be sentenced to any long term, that he loved his father.
I don't know what else to say other than not to send my father to jail. One wants to talk about all the bad things he's done, and I think that he's done a lot of good. He's raised me well, in my opinion, pushed me far in school, and he's the reason why I get some of the best grades in school and why I'm going to college. He loved me and protected me more than anybody else I've ever known.
Bobby Hernandez showing regret for his actions before the judge sentenced him to 4 years in prison.
I accept full responsibility for everything I did.
And so, yeah, maybe he was a good father, but still, he can you imagine what this mother has gone through for 13 years, not having her child? She missed all that. Now they have to reconnect. So I think it's a good and then it's a bad story. Thank God he was found. You know, the father did not do anything to him, like some other really shitty parents out there that tend to do bad things for their child, to their child, to get back at the parent. So, yeah, he is reunited, and, of course, the father's not in jail. He probably did about 18 months, and then he's done with his stuff. Very little punishment for, I think, a horrible crime, personally. But this is what the Julian wanted. The child that was kidnapped really begged the judge for leniency, and they got it. So, I mean, what do I know? But I do think that it does kind of laugh in the face of the law, and also encourages other parents to, hey, you know what, maybe we won't get in that much trouble if we act right and raise the kid right. So I really think that was a wrong. One thing that came out was this relationship, the mother and father, it was not a good relationship.
He's a con man.
Saying Hernandez had threatened to take Julian away if the mother broke up with him and used a fake cancer diagnosis to deceive her.
He created paperwork and gave it to this woman to persuade her he was dying of prostate cancer.
Hernandez's lawyer told me it was a relationship that went sour.
They didn't get along, and things like this happen. You know, they weren't married.
And she was really trying to get out of the relationship and break up with him. Not that she was trying to take the kid away, but she was literally just trying to get out of the relationship. And at one point, he even faked paperwork so she would not leave him, and saying that he had cancer and that he was dying, which was all a bunch of lies. Turns out that he was quite the con man. Now, I don't know if he changed his ways or whatever, but back when these two were dating, he was sort of a con man, and he was literally doing anything he could to make sure that this lady did not leave. So he really did, you know, when you look at it, then he ends up taking the kid. You know, more than likely he was doing it out of spite, which is another reason that irritates me, because he wasn't doing it, I don't think, because he just loved the kid and that she was going to take the kid away, which I believe that is his, he has stated that at one point. Of course, he's crying and wailing in the court, but he is not a great guy. But Julian, the son, believes that he is a good guy, believes that he's a good dad, and okay, whatever. I'm glad that he is reunited with his mom, and I'm glad he has his dad, but I am very disappointed in the fact that he just got 4 years for kidnapping a fucking child for 13 years. Like, hello? Yeah. Very, very disappointed in that, but very good outcome, I guess. You know, he was reunited, but this mother missed 13 years of this boy's life. So, really interesting case. Good to have one every once in a while that ends up that they're reunited with the parent. And so that's really good. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Give it a like, subscribe. I've got more coming because, hey, why not? We're in lockdown and I'm going to pop out a bunch of good videos for y'all. Thanks. I'll see y'all later.